So you could ask your mom and dad to get emancipated. It's a big choice, though. It's going to be difficult. You don't want to pull yourself off of your technology all in one shot. So I made some videos, and for you kids, you can look at it, and I'm going to use some foul language. If your parents don't like that, I have to express it that way. 0 bucks given. Impressions, well over 20,000. It says 18.7, but it was more. Just a few days. I ain't flipping it around. But anyways, Joe Rogan Experience. You go listen to it. If that episode ever gets pulled, it's gonna really sound the alarm. So I'd go over there and download it. 1604. Oh, I gotta look here. Hang on. 1609. 1609. You're live. And you kids can go over to Environmental Health Trust on YouTube and listen to the court hearing. They lost in court, the FCC, on the standards that they said were safe. They didn't look at the updated evidence. They didn't bother even to look at it. And it's outdated by 40 some years, more than 40 some years. And the way that it was done, once you kids see that, look at that, and you're going to say, that's not science. They blasted monkeys and rats with microwave radiation, turned it up to 4 kilograms. Blasted them. After training them how to push a food lever. And they stopped pushing it, even though they were starving. And that's when they cut it. They're like, okay, this is the point, 4 kilograms. That's high, that's how we should go. Let's cut it by 50% for the general public. And then we're only going to cut it by 10 for workers. So K through 12, all that microwave radiation. Then somewhere around 15, 16, you get a job, more microwave radiation, work, college, so on and so forth. Laptop hovering over you, all that. Shielding, it's expensive. I mean, you could do your canopy, but I'm looking for 0, like, hitting your body. What's the purpose of life if you're going to be microwaved everywhere you go? And more added. Elon's not going to stop. He's got investors to keep happy. Now, he could make up for what he said or back it up, because Environmental Health Trust has experts there. 252 from 43 nations that signed the International Call for Protection from Non-Ionizing Radiation. This stuff that they say that's not, nothing. It's a lot. So there's only a couple options because no one's going to do anything. You can see from my videos and from the petition, it's pretty. One supporter. The Elon one, hold them accountable, 1 supporter. 72 views. I have hundreds of views, and you can scroll down and see them. Hundreds of views, no one says anything. You know why? People got money invested in that. They don't want to say nothing. And they don't want to be looked down upon either. But look at what he's going to do. It's going to shoot up rockets. You could ask AI, but be careful. Sometimes it likes to lie. Actually, a lot. But the amount of aluminum that's going to be shot up there is astronomical. In metric tons. And that goes into a thing called the hydrological water cycle. There's a documentary called Flow from Above the Water. 152 chemicals enter into our water supply and 51 known by the EPA and unregulated. And the United States doesn't keep an accurate record who gets sick from water. Data centers can have dirty electricity travel up to 50 miles into your home. So, yeah, teachers, maybe you want to start a protest too. You're sitting in that classroom too. And you can get a safe and sound meter, you can test your classroom. But to me, it's all just slowly putting on small breaks that don't really do anything. I mean, $2,000 for a shielding canopy, at least, no microwaves when you're sleeping, but it's right back into it again. In your car, surrounding your car with electric vehicles that need, that are self-driving, that need 5G, shooting right through you. And we can see these measurements, and we can see the biological effects that are known right now over by the Bioinitiative report. But you use your heads. Brains are not fully developed, and they're throwing microwaves constantly. And AI glasses on the way for the classroom? No. VR glasses? They don't even follow the standard SARS rating. I still didn't understand everything that I was reading about that, but yeah, doesn't even cover the standard SARS rating or the form of the test. And the test that I looked at, wouldn't tell me anywhere whether or not that's with the controllers. And if it doesn't have the controllers in it, it's not a real test. And then the distance between the router and the game player, yeah. So, yeah, you're not going to do anything. That adrenaline that you get from the game, I know it. I understand it. I get it. Do you hear the gameplay when you're sleeping? Like it's calling you? Yeah. That's when I said, yeah, we're done. We're done with this. Yeah, we're good. I was only trying to do it to make money. But yeah, no, we're good. We don't need that floating around in our head trying to wake us up. Yeah. World of Warcraft. So it's fun. I get it. And they know it too. Facebook made Facebook addictive with dopamine hits. I'm out. Once I get my settlement, I'm moving to Green Banks. And that's still getting smaller by the minute. I mean, I thought you could go past the ionosphere, and I have to check with another AI because I don't really believe that one, but figure you could get higher up, but going down lower, more beneficial. But there, at least you got a quiet zone. I mean, is it worth the risk of your future children? There is a doctor, Dietrich Klinkhardt. In his 10K study, he's got the numbers in there. So you can use those numbers and determine whether or not you're in a safe area for your pregnant wife. Because he can determine whether or not your wife is going to give birth to an autistic child based on the power density, the EMF levels, and the body voltage. It's in the documentary Take Back Your Power. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, when you see the videos and go through, you can type in got receipts on X and just look at them. They're like 500, 600, zero fucks. So yeah, don't bother trying to protest. Don't do that. Active denial system, Silent Guardian, it's out there, it's real, it's made by Rayon. I don't want you to get hit. Don't group together with your cell phones on. You don't want to get more microwave radiation. Really don't. RF or Wavemont RF60 is like one that they use for cell phone tower workers and radiologists. So yeah, that one is like $2,000, and it would need to be interpreted by biologists, institution specialists over there, and then it would need to be reinterpreted by someone over at Environmental Health Trust, an expert.